This is my non-spoiler free review of Captain America Brave New World. All right, let's get shit popping. First things first, we're gonna start out with the acting. Anthony Mackie, he does a great job. I've always liked the fact that that Steve gave him the shield. Obviously, Falcon has gotten the shield in the comics. I love seeing a black Captain America. I know people feel like it's Disney trying to be woke, but it's happened before. And it works. It seems like this is something that they bring up every single time I see Falcon as Captain America. He's always battling whether or not Steve made the right decision to give him the shield. And that's something that I feel like is kind of been dragging, because I feel like in every project I see him in, he's always battling with the fact that he doesn't feel like the shield, he deserves the shield. Like the shield should have went to Bucky. And then Bucky has to have a moment with him saying that if Steve didn't want you to have the shield, he wouldn't have gave you the shield. All right, I feel like that part has always been repeated. They did some really cool effects with Falcon's flying. Like his flying was really, really cool. All right, the CGI was the CGI. I mean, like, it wasn't perfect, but it did the job, I feel like, okay? The little Falcon, the sidekick Falcon, I believe his name is Joaquin Torres, all right? That's the character's name. Some people said he was a standout. He was cool, like, he was funny. I laughed at a couple of his jokes. He played that annoying character, you know, that comic relief type of character that just doesn't shut up, you know. But you love him, you know, you love him as a character because like he's there, and you know, you feel for that character because he's been with Sam Wilson since Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He's been in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So we're seeing him again, and this is the first time we're seeing him since that. So yeah, Joaquin Phoenix, he's a great character. I love what they did. I love how he flew. I love his combat. They had him doing some really cool things. I didn't even know he could fight like that for real. They didn't really have him fighting like that in Falcon and Winter Soldier, all right? But I love his character. Then we have the white girl, the white girl. There is a spoiler in there of who she is or where she comes from, so I won't say where that lady comes from, but she is a badass. You can definitely tell that she is from where they say that she's from, and I think that part's cool because that connects a part of the universe that we haven't heard from in a while. So I thought it was fresh, and I thought it was needed. So she did a great job. Giancarlo Esposito, he plays a small character called Sidewinder. That is not a spoiler. He is a part of the Serpent Society. They didn't really give him much. Honestly, I think his character was kind of wasted. It seems like he's gonna come back later in the MCU, whatever movie that's going to be, but I think they completely wasted that character. That is a waste of an actor. You could have got any actor to play that role and would have gotten the same outcome. He is a very, very talented actor, and you literally had him do nothing. Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford is by far the standout of this whole entire movie, okay? From the start of when he gets introduced as the president to the very end when we all know Red Hulk is coming out, to when Red Hulk comes out, the movie does a great job of getting you to feel his pent-up anxiety. His anxiety, his aggression, and his ragefulness. It's pent up. You start the movie, and there is a spoiler with him because there is a certain element to this character that they shine some light on that we haven't seen or talked about in a while, and it does feel refreshing to see that part of this character's journey kind of come back into the light. There is a moment for this character that, you know, results in that gives him motivation, you know, and things don't always go his way. And when things don't go his way, he has to come up with a decision. He has to come up with decisions. He has to think on the fly. I'm for sure that's what the president in real life does. And I thought it was a great job. He did a great job of playing Thunderbolt Ross. Rest in peace, William Hurt. And I think Harrison Ford did a really good job with that, okay? Shout out to him. He was a standout by far. If you are a Harrison Ford fan, he does his shit. We have the leader, Tim Blake Nelson, I believe that's what his name. He was in the first Incredible Hulk. He wasn't really threatening to me. Okay, honestly, this is who I compare the leader to. I compare the leader to Zemo. Okay, and when you see the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about. The leader is literally just Zemo. He's a really smart dude that comes up with a plan, and his plan is based off of probability. So he'll be like, okay, there's a 79% chance that Sam is gonna do this, and there's a 21% chance that he'll do this. So he goes based off of probability, which in reality that makes him kind of weak, because there's a chance that he could be wrong. You know, at least with Zemo's plan worked out perfectly. Zemo said it like there was no failure in his plan. His plan worked out perfectly because he knew everything was going to happen. The leader, him being a super powered individual, because now he has gamma, his brain is infused with gamma. He is just a lesser version of Zemo, but has the powers. That's why I knocked a little bit of points from my rating, because I think the leader was not used and was not executed right. I think they could have executed the leader a different way to make him a little bit more menacing. Do I think that they wasted the character? No, I don't think that they wasted the character, but I do feel like that they didn't execute that character the way that he needed to be executed. He wasn't threatening, and like you heard that, you know that he's pulling the strings behind the scenes, but they're always showing him in like a shadow because they don't want to reveal his face. I think the way that he looks was valid. I mean, I believe the leader has like a bigger head. I would have liked to see the leader have a more giant head, but I mean, I guess what they did with him here, you know, did the part. Am I missing any actors in there? No, I think all the actors did their thing. I think they just didn't execute the leader correctly. And I feel like Giancarlo Esposito was heavily underused. I think they could have gotten any actor to play that role, and I think it would have gotten the job done. I'm now at the point with these movies that the CGI is going to be what the CGI is going to be, okay? You can't have a blockbuster movie anymore with top tier elegant CGI, all right? And when you have a movie like this that's dealing with a Hulk, there's going to be parts of the movie that aren't the best looking. This movie does have moments where you can tell it's a green screen, specifically in moments where they're going to IMAX, because the frame switches. The frame switches from a mid-frame, and then it will expand to an IMAX frame, right? So in the moments where they do the IMAX frame, there's some moments where there's bad green screen. I will say the CGI for Harrison Ford's Red Hulk, wow. Honestly, you can tell that they use the same CGI that for Red Hulk that they use for Bruce Banner. Okay, and that's really good. All right, because what we saw, what they did for Bruce Banner, really worked. Okay, and the CGI that they used for Red Hulk also really worked. You can tell it's Harrison Ford's face, and I think they did a really good job. The detail in there, you see the hairs, you see the little creases in his face, his teeth. Like they went into detail with that. But here's the thing. That costs a lot of money, which means that the other CGI stuff isn't going to be as good. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. That's why I don't like when the fans be nitpicky about the CGI and the green screen, because all of that shit costs money, and they obviously spent most of the CGI on Red Hulk, making sure Red Hulk looks its part. Because guess what? If Red Hulk didn't look the part, everyone on the media, social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you want to call it, would be dogging the fact that they made Red Hulk look worse than Bruce Banner's Hulk. Red Hulk is not in the movie for that long, okay? He's not in the movie for that long, so don't go in there thinking you're going to get a lot of Red Hulk, okay? He's in the movie for about 7 minutes and 30 seconds. That 7 minutes and 30 seconds was the most blissful, the most refreshing time that I had in the movie. Those 7 minutes and 30 seconds were my favorite part of the movie, because it felt so refreshing to have a rageful Hulk again. Guys, we haven't had a rageful Hulk. Some people say Ragnarok, but no, Ragnarok wasn't even my favorite version of Hulk. The last time I got a good version of Hulk, in my opinion, was Age of Ultron. No bullshit. No bullshit. Because Infinity War, that boy got smacked up by Thanos, okay? He didn't come out at the end of Infinity War, so I'm not counting that. And then obviously Endgame with Professor Hulk, okay? And then before Infinity War, we had Ragnarok. Ragnarok, I mean, I guess when Fenris, the wolf came out, you know, obviously we had our Rageful Hulk, but no, that's not the Rageful. I don't want Rageful Hulk fighting a dog, okay? I'm talking Age of Ultron was the last time we had a Rageful Hulk. This was so refreshing to see a new Hulk, Red Hulk to be exact, and his one goal was to smash, bro. His one goal was to smash or destroy. And when I tell you he was trying to destroy, this dude is trying to get to Sam, and he's just bro, man, I'm gonna be honest, I also knocked points for the fight, okay? A big question was like, how are they going to power scale this? How the freak is he going to win this fight against Red Hulk? Right? That's what everyone was talking about. I'm not gonna say how he wins the fight, but yes, there is a way that makes sense for them to for him to have won. But was that way satisfying enough? No. Regardless if it was a good fight or not, and it was a really good fight. It was the best 7 minutes and 30 seconds of the movie. It makes me look forward to what we see of Red Hulk and what we see of different Hulks in the future, okay? But the way it concluded, the way Sam got out of it, people are gonna have some debates over that. Because we know Sam didn't take the serum. And one thing that they do talk about in this, and that is one of the subplots or underlying messages, is like, should he have taken the serum? In my opinion, I think he should have taken the serum. If he would have taken the serum, it would have justified how he went against Red Hulk more. I know he has the vibranium wings, you know, from Wakanda, but is that what we're doing for every Marvel movie? Do the Wakandans just give tech to everyone now? I mean, every movie, there's someone that has new tech, and it's Wakandan tech, you know? At some point, that's gonna get old, and I cannot wait to see what more of Red Hulk that they have in this. There are some surprise cameos. I think I already said that, so be wary for the cameos. Nothing too crazy, but just some people that you probably wouldn't have thought was in this movie. There were some moments in here where like it was just awkward. Like the chemistry, to me, the chemistry between Anthony Mackie and the actor that plays the sidekick Falcon, I don't know, the chemistry wasn't always there for me. It felt a little awkward at moments. I don't know, I was cringing. I felt cringe at that moment, you know, because they were making jokes that weren't landing. And the sidekick Falcon, you know, he'd make some jokes here and there, and some of them were funny, but I mean, a lot of them didn't land for me, so it just ended up being like awkward, and I'm like, yeah, all right, let's keep it moving. But all in all, y'all, I thought it was a good movie. Was it Marvel's best? No, I'm not gonna sit here and say it was Marvel's best, because it wasn't. But do I think it was better than Eternals? Yes. Do I think it was better than Quantumania? Yes. Do I think it was better than Multiverse of Madness? Yes. Do I think it was better than Love and Thunder? Yes. Okay. I think it was better than a good amount of the latest movies that we've had. The wrong choice was to advertise Red Hulk as much as they did. I think they were panicking, and they were like, we need a reason for these people to come to this movie, and they knew that the reason for people to come to this movie would be Red Hulk, so they just went with it. Which, you know, to a business standpoint, it worked. People were excited to see Red Hulk. But the thing is, once they see it and they see how little he's in it, that's when you get your backlash. So I feel like, in my opinion, they shouldn't have even revealed that Red Hulk was in this movie until the third trailer. And that third trailer, all you see is like the end of the trailer where he's literally, you know, Red Hulk is grabbing the shield and he throws it down. We've seen that in the trailer before. That's what they should have did. Like a Vision sort of thing. Like with Vision in Age of Ultron, all they did was that in the second trailer of Age of Ultron, at the last little second of the trailer, they showed Vision's eyes open up. and that was it. That was our teaser for Vision. And I definitely, and I'm the biggest Marvel fan ever, and I really like the movie. I felt misled because in all the promos you have Red Hulk fighting Sam, right? So you thinking that Red Hulk is in at least 30% of the movie. Captain America: Brave New World, y'all. This is my non-spoiler-free review. I haven't done this for long. I think all you guys should go see this in theaters. I will never stray you wrong, okay? I'm a real Marvel fan, okay? For any Marvel movies, I'm reviewing. For any Marvel trailers, I'm reviewing. You come to me, this is my shit, and I'll give my honest, my genuine review, okay? Captain America: Brave New World was a good movie. I'm rating it a 7 out of 10. I feel like that's very fair. I feel like the Rotten Tomatoes score is not fair. 56% is bullshit, and I think the audience score is gonna be way higher, okay? Because this movie is not a bad movie, all right? It's not a bad movie, and that's just my honest opinion. Without further ado, you already know who it is, man. It's me, Sham. Come back next time.